We're back this week. It's Pants on Fire. We're going nowhere, folks. It's actually just going to get bigger and more outrageous.
Liar, pants on fire. Liar, pants on fire.
Naja,
What?
I like the look. What are you wearing?
Like this?
What are you wearing?
I wanted to be complimentary of you today. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, olive. We're oliving.
We are.
Yeah.
We're so this is like Harlem 125th Street special from head to toe.
Is it like one of those stores where the hangers are all over the place?
You just go in there, pick this. I feel like it's not about the outfit; it's about the body.
It's about how you carry
It's about
it.
right because you would never guess.
That gives me, high fashion.
Right, you would never guess it's not Givenchy or some other.
Girl, you're pushing it for Givenchy. But
Oh my God! Okay, who are you wearing? What are you?
I'm actually so basic. I'm like Brooks Brothers head to toe, with the exception of the Prada loafers.
Brooks Brothers is not basic though.
It is very basic. This is outlet Brooks Brothers. So I paid $29 for these pants this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. This is like 3 seasons ago corduroys.
I am nervous about today.
Oh, you nervous?
I never get nervous, but
Wait.
Weird.
Why are you nervous? It's just Isaiah Washington.
That's why though. He says a lot of stuff, and he says a lot of shit. That's wild.
What is
and
shit?
I'm so worried that he's gonna.
What is shit?
I'm not gonna lie, no shade to him. I don't know him, never met the guy. He seems difficult. I'm so sorry. And he's a bit older than me, and I feel like he's more of an authority. Like he could be Unc, he could be Mr. Washington. So
What are you gonna call him?
I don't know. I'm gonna
call him Daddy.
I call my daddy, and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And Nathaniel, my actual father, but no, guys don't get the label. I think it's weird when
Do you
a
not
guy
call your husband daddy?
Absolutely not. I have a daddy who is very active in my life.
So you don't
every
have
single
daddy
day.
issues.
He's mad. My daddy is married to my mama.
Okay.
I find it weird when a guy's like, call me daddy.
I think it's strange.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just kidding.
So you call.
But if you're into daddy,
You call your man
I call nobody.
Zadian?
Do I look like I turn around and call anybody daddy? Like,
you look like you turn around.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Oh,
yeah.
ooh.
Anyway, we're just gonna keep going.
Okay.
But Naja, Isaiah Washington isn't scary. Don't be scared.
How do you know?
He's a teddy bear that sometimes bites.
How do you know? He's a Leo. They're mean.
You're a Leo.
You are too.
Meow.
See?
Why are you scared?
No.
Why are you fronting?
He has a reputation.
Well, look, he's outspoken. He's definitely like not afraid to say what's on his mind.
And I want to ask him about that because he could be in the lap of luxury at the top right now because he had everything. And I just saw a guy that, and I'm trying to mince my words until I meet him because I don't want to be judgmental. But you saw a guy that had everything.
You're judging.
From the things that have come out of his mouth. I'm only judging
You're
him
saying
based
his
on.
mouth gets him in trouble?
I'm saying that I don't know what his mouth is going to say to me today, and I don't know what my mouth is going to say back.
I can tell you that.
But I'm going into this being positive and open-minded, and he's said some radical shit.
Radical? What was okay? You know
Look,
what?
I feel like we should just bring him. Like, obviously, this is your friend. Are you biased?
Oh, me biased? I don't have a biased bone in my body.
What kind of bones you got in your body?
All kinds of bones. Funny bones, tibias, femur, patellas.
Oh, God.
All the bones I can't name, probably.
I'm just afraid of and I can admit, I don't know what he's going to say. Isaiah Washington seems unhinged.
Totally. Does not care.
He doesn't give a F.
He shouldn't. You're probably going into this trying to extract some deep-rooted whatever childhood stuff. I just want the tea on Grey's Anatomy.
You're going to ask him about that?
Absolutely.
That's so old. Like, why would...
You know what? Old? You're old. Grey's Anatomy is
it's 20
current.
Something.
I don't care. It's still on TV, and I'm just started binge watching it again. All right, listeners. So this is our interview with Isaiah Washington. Isaiah Washington, welcome to Pants on Fire.
Hey man, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
No. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Because This is a little bit of a surreal moment. Like, we've known each other for a little bit.
Oh, we blew up that space on how we met.
Yeah.
Everybody's still talking about that space.
Which is, we met on X, Naja.
Yeah, they still think we're like banging each other.
Yeah,
Still,
they think there was actually a rumor like...
They were in my DMs. They're like, oh, they fucking?
Yeah.
So I didn't know this story at all.
Oh, yeah.
He
Let it all hang. See, the thing about George, what I love about him, he's much like me.
I don't care about rumors.
I mean, I don't know. He has a strategic filter. He's not a dumb person.
Not at all.
But he's very good at being provocative in a very strategic way.
Well...
And it's very intense because you're hanging on every word. And then I realized what he was doing. He literally took over, X space.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how I was in a space. He took the space completely he made it his podcast.
Pretty much. And that's when I had the idea. I'm like, I can get shit out of people. So
podcast was born.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
But can we get back to the banging part? Because I'm not clear at all. I'm not clear at all on what you mean.
Like a bone.
There's it's unconfounded rumors.
I had never met this man. I actually didn't even know who or what a George Santos was.
Yep. True story. Well, I was just asking Naja, had she ever watched Grey's Anatomy?
And I've seen some episodes.
But she's never gotten into it like me. I've binge watched it prior to the pandemic, obviously.
It's a good show.
During the pandemic. I mean, look, it's a great show.
It's a great show.
I don't understand how I like it so much when I loathe Ellen Pompeo so much. It's such a weird thing.
He's already started.
No, but it's true. Like, I don't like her. I don't like her character. I don't like her. But she's integral to my favorite TV show. Mm-hmm. So I kind of tolerate Ellen Pompeo, right? Because I've always liked all the adjacent cast. Dr. Burke, yours truly. Mm-hmm. I actually even liked the McDreamy, right?
And I look like Dr. Weber today. Bald, green goatee. And if I go back, I would beat Dr. Weber.
You could play the playback flashbacks.
I'm probably 22. As soon as Bob Iger resigns or retires, mark my words, I got a feeling Dr. Burke is going to make a return.
Let me tell you this. Here's how I look at it.
I got a feeling.
I'm back to binge watching.
Yeah. It's the only character in history of television that people are still pining almost 20 years later for him to go back to a show.
Well, of course.
I've never seen anything like it. I've been in this business for a long time.
Isaiah, your role was iconic, intriguing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
There was no closure.
There was no closure. Yeah. And closure came almost,
7 years later. Because I was being such a petty one, I could have went back 3 years earlier, but
of course
I was mad.
Well,
I mean, somebody take $85 million from you, you'd be a little pissed too.
And we're going to talk about that because not only was he being petty, this is the only man.
Was he petty?
I mean, I'm petty too. So don't get me started. I am the queen of petty or king, whatever you want to call it. But Isaiah, you managed to bring a pretty much industry titan to her knees, essentially.
You say that. That's interesting because
you're the superstar that nobody expected you to be on a show.
But an unceremoniously exit.
Pretty much. Yeah. Now, we know that there was not because of scripting. It was because of cast drama. There was severe drama that took place behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And there were speculations, and there was never really a clarity of to what happened. And you all of a sudden get this hard line of abandoning your wife, right? Or like the way you left Dr. Yang hanging.
Okay, let me help you. I was not fired. Okay, had I been fired for using a homophobic slur, which I did not, had I been fired as a black man pre-Barack Obama, I would have been put in jail, okay, in 2006.
Yeah.
I would have been put in jail, not allowed to go back to the scene of the crime. What had happened was...
Crime?
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly. We used the F word at the time. Mm-hmm. But at the time, my brand was
Which is not a jailable offense.
Well, it was a word, but, I will say the Golden Globes.
I call all my friends the F word all the time.
It wasn't the right time to defend
Whatever.
myself because I was under a $5 million gag order. But I was paid $10,000 not to audition because everyone wanted me to be the next Denzel, which I thought was ridiculous because Denzel is Denzel. He's never going to go anywhere.
One of the greatest American actors.
I took the money and went and took the audition because I'm a capitalist. And I said, I will play the dirt on the floor for this Shonda Rhimes, whoever she is. went into the room like this, and then there was this little chocolate woman sitting over here, much like your co-star here, and she wasn't talking. So I'm sitting there getting ready to audition, getting ready for Ellen
Not
Pompeo.
knowing who was whom in the room.
Didn't
at
know
that point.
who. So I knew Peter Horton from 30-something. I knew him, and this Bessie Beers, I don't know who she is, but whatever. You know, they're interesting, but they're completely like in control. So I'm assuming maybe Bessie Beers is Shonda, but I'm not really, because you don't know whether Shonda is black or white. You know, I'm not really sure, but I'm like, well, who is this woman over here looking at me like she wants to call me Mr. Washington? And she says, just like you, she says, should I call you Isaiah or Mr. Washington? Just like you.
Naja.
Yeah.
Naja, are you the next Shonda Rhimes?
And I said, you could call me Isaiah, and you are? And she said, Shonda Rhimes. So this is true story. They were all trying to shush her, like shush, shush, shush. So I said, you know, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you and the casting director. You wrote this incredible script called Surgeons. I'm willing to die for this show. Like, whatever you need me to do. Well, short of not whatever you need me to do, but
It's whatever you need to do, not who you need to do.
Right. So let's be clear. So I said, can you read with me? And that was the moment of a trifecta that was born between Shonda Rhimes, myself, and soon to be Sandra Oh. Because they wanted Rob Lowe for the Patrick Dempsey role, right? They wanted Rob Lowe, made him an offer. He said no. Then I was auditioning for Dr. Shepard. But Ellen said, oh, I'm dating a black man, so I don't want Isaiah because, you know, I don't want my black man to get upset, which like I'm married to a whole black woman.
That's amazing. So
what are you talking about?
So
but
you
the
were,
issue was the power began with me, Shonda, and Sandra, and that had to be broken up. No one wanted Shonda Rhimes, and no one wanted this black woman.
I was thinking we're forgetting about the Cosby Show.
What about Bill Cosby? I was just about to say.
Bill Cosby was in another stratosphere for NBC, but look what happened to him when he wanted to buy NBC.
We don't talk about Bill Cosby.
So when you step out of a line of your
Cosby
place
Show.
and go for power, Shonda refused to let anyone write for me. That's a no-no. Not only that, there was a warehouse called 6W, where you threw all the junk, all the junky back slats and the junky stuff, right? Mm-hmm. They turned that into my studio where they built my OR for my character, my apartment, and anything else with my character or Sandra's character in my bedroom, the whole thing. So it looked like there were two shows being made. The Dr. Burke Christina show, which would have been
a perfect spinoff.
We got there. I got there. I drove on a lot at 6 a.m. Was in makeup on set by 8. I was going home by 8:30. We knew our lines. Everybody was prepared. The problem came because the other kids, the stars, never knew their lines. On the farting between takes, and when the texting between takes, didn't give it. You know, people were getting jealous, and I didn't help the issue because I was standing in front of 6W, which people started calling 6 Washington. And I was standing there with a cigar, and I had my driver in between takes, and I would.
Did everybody else get that set up, or was it just you?
It's just me.
Well, but okay, so let's bring this in.
What was happening was the crew was being overworked with the children and wanted to come work with the adults. And when that happened, it became, you getting it first. That became the political fissure for me. Because
you
I had more
also
power.
don't come from TV. You
they didn't
came
care about
from
the resume.
Hollywood.
They
That was
didn't
the problem.
care.
But
they didn't care about Spike Lee. They didn't know about Spike Lee. Mm-hmm. In fact, when I asked for
But that's arrogance.
They didn't know who I was. See, the difference about television and films, they don't talk to each other.
Do they not live on Earth, or were they under a rock?
They're different. It's like, I guess, one like, I don't know. Can you just pick up the phone and just kick it with Joe Rogan right now? Probably not.
No.
So
I'm pretty sure I can't.
There's no reason.
I never say I can't until I pull it off.
The thing was, ultimately, what was going on that show what was so beautiful about that show for the first 3 seasons.
The best 3 seasons, by the way.
I was the only one that championed for the name Grey's Anatomy. I am the only one, you get it first, that circumvented my boss, Shonda Rhimes, to Alex Wallow when they wanted to change it to Complications. I told her that you will not change this show to Complications. If you do it, it's going to be a mistake if you change it from Grey's Anatomy. And he said, why? Because it is the anatomy of all of these wonderful characters. They're not perfect human beings. And in fact, you haven't had this thing called diversity since Survivor. Survivor opened the door where you're rooting for people with bad behavior that are fat, gay, straight, bald. You didn't care. You just want them to win and vote that person off the island.
Absolutely.
So I strategically, as a producer, said, we're going to win. We had Hasidic Jews in the member. We had, in the first season, we had Vietnamese that had subtitles. We were global. But the president was like, nah, this is going to be Patrick's show. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple and let him be the star.
And it wasn't.
And
it
wasn't.
Ellen was definitely the star of the show from season 1. I mean, it's called Grey's Anatomy, and she is Alice Grey. So, I mean.
Can I ask Patrick Dempsey?
Yes,
question?
please.
About to say, you seem to disagree.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. I think they call him McDreamy.
Something like that.
You know,
he was really handsome. He
that-
did not
He had
age.
gray hair.
He did not
Right.
age well.
He had great hair. And that's why he got so upset with me and he attacked me because he thought I
Not
was saying he couldn't
necessarily me
act.
being a fan of the show, but me being a fan of you and knowing your body of work from Spike Lee to when they try to make you cut the locks off to, just all the history of who you are. So, but I want to talk about this McDreamy thing because
girlfriend did her research.
No, I just know all of his work.
My politics.
Yeah, I know. Well, not
I said
that.
I would never cut my locks until they gave me a leading role that was what I could play my highest form
Yes.
of my intellect, and
Yes.
that became Dr. Burke.
So putting a pin in that, going back to this, because I saw a statement and I wanted to directly ask you about that.
Uh-oh.
Dempsey probably says, I never said that. But you and he were in the course of a normal conversation. You guys had a good relationship per
we
year.
did. I thought we did.
But one thing, he let this quip in. He said the thing to you and he was like, white guys run the universe, right? And I saw that you said that he said that. And I had to directly ask you about that conversation. He denies saying some stuff like that. How in the hell did that happen? And do the white guys run the universe?
Hell no.
I'm asking him.
Oh, okay. I think everybody runs the universe.
Well, yeah, I don't lie. The one thing I'm many things and many people, but the one thing I'm not a liar. He said what he said to get my reaction, I believe. And I looked at him and I said, you said white men are the masters of the universe. And I said, Patrick, you don't believe that. And then he got up and walked away. Now, I don't know if that was a joke. I don't know if that was just some gaslighting because we were very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would bring in certain things. I started bringing in food trucks on Fridays. So he started bringing in lobster from Maine. And then that's not bringing it from like Whole Foods. So I would actually go to Maine where he's from and bring in lobster from Maine.
So you guys were having this male pissing contest.
Oh, food.
So his ego was like, the one place I got him. You can bring in the Maine lobster. He was like, I got him on the whiteness.
On whiteness.
And so his ego just would not allow him to let you have it.
No.
And I'm sure he's probably, I don't know him. He sounds like he's not a bad guy.
You know
because,
what? I can say this from a fan and from a viewer's perspective. He just did this like Halloween scary movie situation recently in theaters.
Nobody cared.
It was garbage.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Garbage.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. He
Garbage.
suffered from dyslexia. Sorry, Patrick, this is true. And I knew it.
Okay.
So you can't be dyslexic like Tom Cruise. It's hard to be dyslexic. Danny Glover. You cannot be dyslexic or have any reading issues on a TV show that changes dialogue every second of the day.
Every take.
Like you could read a script like last night and wake up and have
changes.
a 2-page monologue. And to his defense, that was something that he couldn't cover. So the hubris and the stuff would come, the performance would come out so he could buy himself more time or convince them to cut that shit down because he could not.
That's where all the
medical
acting
terms,
with facial expressions
if
came
you can
into
count
play.
how many times he's in a surgery compared to me, and I'm not even on screen as much. Go back and watch the show and count how many times he's doing a surgery using medical terms compared to my character. You won't find them.
Interesting.
because he could not handle
couldn't level the complexity.
the complexity of the dialogue. Doesn't make him not a smart person. I can still suture. But
Did you
I
learn
went to the
how to
hospital.
suture?
Oh, yeah.
They teach you how to actually suture?
I went to, on my private time, I went to 3 open heart surgeries.
What leads up to your exit?
Well, do me a favor. Do me a disclaimer. So help me out with this. I did not bring this shit up.
I did.
I did not come here to
did.
talk about Grey's Anatomy.
Totally
I
did.
don't want people to say, why is he still talking about
Because-
this 20
because
years
people won't do
later?
that.
Because
I don't wanna hear that on the internet.
Also, George is watching the show too. Hey guys,
by the way,
listen.
I'm
George is watching the
rewatching.
show right now. He's
Again.
binge watching, so
Yeah.
he's very
One,
curious.
I didn't know T.R. Knight was gay. First of all, he was just a great actor and still is, as far as I'm concerned.
Another career
of that
that
was the
fizzled.
cover for Patrick Dempsey's bad behavior because he was insecure. The success of that show and the haters that never wanted this black woman to be successful, the whole community had a problem with us. And they were not going to stop until they destroyed it, and they did a great job.
Now,
That's
okay.
the truth.
So
That's why she's keeping it on so long. Because they
Fuck
told
yeah, it's
her
the best show ever
they told
created.
her
She's had to play the
you
game
will
and fold.
we would never have another successful show bigger than ER or CSI. It would never happen, a 1-hour drama. They told this woman it would never happen.
And it did.
They told us every year, don't buy a house. We may be canceled any moment. Don't get too comfortable. Our own publicist, ABCs, would gaslight us into failure. And I remember at the upfronts, Sean said to me, I'm going to keep this son of a bitch on for 20 years. It's been 21 seasons. It's the longest.
Shonda Rhimes
She's in the Hall
is
of Fame.
the GOAT when
But
it
then,
comes to
look what
TV.
they do to her. If you Google her, you'll only find her not a Golden Globe win since I left, not a People Choice Award since I left, not even an NAACP Image Award. Well, maybe for Bridgerton. Where is she? When you Google Shonda, all they talk comes up is that she complained about not getting extra tickets at Disney. How do you treat a woman, no matter her ethnicity, no matter her sexual orientation, no matter her intellect, how do you treat a woman who has owned a week of a day of the week for 10 years and made your company $2 billion? When I went back in 2014 through Connective Tissue out of London, I brought in $40 million in one day. Google it. It ticked up 13% when they wrote about me returning in the Wall Street Journal. See, that's power.
I remember. I lived that, right?
That's
Because
power.
as a fan, the way it abruptly ends, you say you weren't fired, you walked away, and
I wish I was. Had I been fired, I'd have been walked out the door with $30 million. See, they let my contract, they gagged me for $5 million. Don't talk, they let everybody else talk.
and they let your contract
They
just
shut
lapse.
me up and then say all the lies. And I was afraid of $5 million because I had about 2. So I'm like, if I can't give up about $2 million,
You would have been broke.
in this
You would-
lawsuit, I'm
Right.
broke. I'm broke out. Everybody was
Right.
mad that Patrick and I were getting paid more than anyone else. So they were already mad. Let me be clear. I applaud what Ellen and Shonda and Sandra Oh and even Kate Walsh did at a time of the height of misogyny and disrespect.
Oh, the Me Too era.
Okay?
Yeah, no,
before
That was way before.
before
This is all women,
the Me
though.
Too era.
True. That's
Okay.
actually true. Yeah, you're right.
The level of disrespect that I've seen towards my boss, former boss, Shonda, I'm not going to even speak on it.
Yeah.
To the point where I try to speak on it, and then that puts me at risk. You defend that woman? I mean, that was the mindset. It may still be. It's like, you're going to side with a woman over us guys?
I think it's apparent that that's very much still the climate.
Yeah. Yeah,
Especially
it's,
I
in
side
this
with women
country.
most of the time because I think it's...
But these women, unlike Kamala, were very qualified. Sorry. So just to be clear, I know you want to get me on that, but I'm sorry, they were qualified.
He's definitely going to get you on
yeah.
that.
Oh, now I'm going to call you Isaiah.
I want to switch
Yeah,
it
let's
up a little
finish.
bit.
Let's talk to Grays and let's go
Let's
ahead and
finish
go there.
the grades before
Let's
we
go
even
ahead and
go
go
there.
there. Come on, let's do it.
So, all right. So
I knew what she was waiting on. I already did my research too.
You know.
I did my research.
So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna say this because
fun.
Of course it's fun. It's Pants on Fire with George Santos. You thought it was gonna be
I've been
anything
waiting to get that shit off for a long time. About 17 years.
Let it out.
I might have to watch this episode.
But you need to say allegedly after. He needs to put an allegedly.
Just say allegedly after everything you say.
No.
Well, let me go back here. You left the show.
She can't wait to get in.
Well, you're gonna get
let's
into it.
wrap up the Grays talk, please. Let's wrap it up, please.
No,
we're
there's
done.
closure. A lot of people listening are going to appreciate this closure.
Okay.
I have the closure. I just want to translate it to the people listening at home.
I went back.
So,
and it was great. And I'm still alive.
Can I tell you something?
The character is. Right?
When Dr. Burke comes back in that fashion, shadowy in an auditorium, and Sandra
so
Oh,
cool. Wasn't it cool?
I mean, it was. I screamed at the TV.
The only thing that wasn't cool, I was about 20 pounds, 25 pounds overweight. That's the only thing.
You still
I
look
couldn't
good.
suck in enough.
You look great.
Other than that, it was great. It was a great comeback.
It was such a great, powerful comeback.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that there's a little arrogance there of Sandra thinking that was all to like entrap her. You're like, no, honey, I've moved on. You have wife,
that was
you
a
have kids.
tough scene to do.
Yeah.
That was a tough scene to do with her. She was my friend. I was so nervous.
How is the dichotomy?
Shonda had
like
never been to that set because she swore she would never write for those kids again, and she didn't. She let it make money, but she hadn't been on that set for 7 years. And she was there with me because I said, I need your support. I don't know what's going on. This has been 7 years. She says, Negro, I am not going to be here all day to hold your motherfucking hand. You created this character. Get your ass out here. You got it.
You were that nervous.
I'm dealing with the same crew. Imagine, I'm working with the same crew.
You're going in hostile territory.
That applauded what happened to me. That wanted me dead. This is how level of bigotry that was happening at this time.
Okay.
I don't think they're bad people. They just wasn't comfortable with no Negro being in charge. Remember, this is pre-Barack Obama, and I'm a little darker.
You came back, you did nice with Shonda, and you like working with her. And
I love working with Shonda.
But there was this, there was something out there in the ether that was not the case. So it's so great for you to lay out your case here and people be able to hear it.
She told me, she said, Oprah called. Called.
Oprah.
When Oprah came to the set to try to make it all go away. But Perez Hilton needed that pound of flesh. Remember, this is pre-Barack Obama. No black man is supposed to be an uppity Negro like I am today, to be talking this ish and be fearless and make money too. Look what they did to Bill Cosby. Look what they did to Barack Obama.
Well, Bill Cosby did it to Bill Cosby.
Right, that too. But what I'm saying is, I ain't never raped nobody. I ain't never lied to nobody. I spent 30 years to think that I was going to get my golden parachute, right?
Yeah.
But they took it, and that's okay. No, it's not okay.
So Oprah came to set to play mediator.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
By the way,
Let me stop.
you've also,
Let me stop.
in recent times, you've been playing a congressman.
Yeah, nice segue. Yeah. It's a new franchise. Hopefully we'll go back and God's Not Dead 6, because God's Not Dead recently did pretty well. Hopefully I sold David A.R. White, who's been on this franchise for almost 20-15 years.
How is it playing a congressman? Because I was a congressman, I can tell you.
You played one too. You tell him.
Girl, I didn't play one. I was one, okay? Just, look, you're nowadays known, obviously, for your acting, but you're also very infamous for notorious for your politics, right?
Yeah.
Why just play a congressman? Why not be one? Go to Congress. You don't need to worry about it.
I like Corey Mills. He asked me that question.
I love Corey. If you ever meet Corey, you would like Corey. He's like a modern day Tony Stark congressman.
Yeah.
He goes into war zones, rescues Americans,
awesome.
comes back. He has his own planes.
You got to have him on the show.
Oh, no,
You
we're
think
definitely
he'll do
inviting
it?
Corey.
Oh,
Corey's a friend. I love Corey.
He's amazing. Yeah.
But why not run yourself? Think about it, Isaiah.
Here's why.
You would be a transformational type leader.
No, I would win, but I wouldn't be able to govern.
Why not?
I don't like bullies.
Yeah.
I don't care what country they come from. I'm former military. I don't like bullies. I'm not a politician that way. So It's
you
better for
played one.
me to play a doctor, to play a congressman. Now, if by some chance they find in their heart in this administration to make me the humanities ambassador, to go back to making movies that people really want to see and empower me that way with that label, then I will take that. There will be no misogyny, no disrespect. There will be no homophobia. There will be none of these things to make other people feel
So you're the
comfortable.
safe space.
So no
As
Harvey
best I will.
Weinstein?
No, it would be none of that.
Did you ever interact with Harvey Weinstein?
I wasn't his type. I'm so glad. He saw my movie, and we were at Sundance, and
So you were just
he was
tight.
standing over there like, it was a Barone.
Yeah.
He was over there in the corner with some of the other distributors like Barone, and he was looking and looking. I'm like, oh, that's a Harvey, you know. And I saw his brother. His brother was cool. And I just felt like all I had to do was just walk over there and just, just kind of,
He was in,
you know,
wait, he was into
What's Harvey Weinstein's type?
right. And wait, was he into men and women?
But it just like, it didn't seem like he was feeling me.
Oh my God.
I think he thought I was a bit too rough.
It's
He
too
was
much to
probably
handle.
afraid of you.
I think he think I'm a top.
Is it safe to say? Yeah.
Now
Is it
now
safe to
she's
say?
turning purple.
Right, you just made me mess up my question.
Yeah, he might be a top. He ain't into that. He's like, this dude might be a top.
So it's
You feel me?
safe. So would we
Weird.
say that Weinstein? I didn't know
Now, look at her.
that he was into men and women.
Well, I mean, allegedly.
Her hair
Allegedly.
is beautiful,
Right.
by the way.
Thank you. My husband and I dyed it this weekend. Actually,
Just this
Your
weekend?
husband helped you die?
Yes.
That's
I
a
have
special
videos.
color. That color is actually no. I'm
just
sorry,
to
it's
match my
beautiful.
complexion. I
It's
love
working.
how you change the topic and flatter me. Can you stay 3 more hours with us? Seriously.
And look, my next movie is going to take on human trafficking because I know that the hub is in Atlanta. I know where the 5 and 5 is
Well,
taught.
the hub has always been in Atlanta.
You know what the 5 and 5 is?
No.
Well, I'm not going to be vulgar.
The hub
I'm
of
gonna
human
tell
trafficking has always been in Atlanta because of the largest airport in the
you.
country.
That's what my
is
movie
Hartfield
Luna is
Jackson.
going to be dealing about.
Yeah.
A female assassin that is going specifically after pedophiles that are being protected by the U.S. government.
Oh.
And I play an HSI agent. So you're going to tell me why AOC said no? What you
Well,
trying to say?
she didn't say no to me.
So what would happen?
Nobody. So
Okay.
Isaiah reached out to me and said, I have a role that I think would be perfect for Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez to play.
Luna.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what the ins and outs are. I know she can't get paid to do such thing, but she can do it on her own dime for free. So I reached out to people that I know that have access to her to pass on the message. It was immediately shut down as not a chance
what
in
way?
hell. Not a chance in hell I'm passing this
what
on.
way?
Yeah, like, no.
Why?
Because of
Absolutely
him
not.
or because
Why?
it wasn't
What's-
acting?
why is
Because
it
she's not an
absolutely not?
actor or because of him?
Because it was for Isaiah Washington.
Because I love that.
They wouldn't pass it on to her.
Hercules,
So I
Hercules.
mean, I'll probably see
So
her.
you just said that the Democratic Party is
Not the party.
okay. Those people are okay with human trafficking and child molestation
Oh my God.
and pedophilia.
How?
Hey, I didn't say that.
I've never seen anybody twist words like
I
that.
didn't say that.
Oh, you heard
All
that?
I said, no,
You need
all
to
I
move the
said
hat
is,
off of your ears, Mr. Washington. You heard him say that.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to give AOC an opportunity to be like Denzel
What if she doesn't wanna
and
act?
Equalizer,
She-
to be a hero, to save children, much like Tom Ballard.
What if she says, I'm not an
and they're
actor?
going to say
She is an
absolutely
actress, though.
not.
Oh,
she is.
You don't want that. She could do that role in her sleep.
She is an
I
actress.
went
She's
from Italian
trained.
and made it Hispanic. It's perfect for her.
No.
So on to the
And
next
her
one.
people said,
Not
absolutely
her people.
not.
People connected to her
So
said they
it was
wouldn't
not
pass the message
her.
on.
So she never got it.
No,
so
she never got it.
We can't put this on
You
AOC.
can't put it on
AOC, give me a call, yo. Come to check out that script, B.
Hey, Sandy. For
yo,
what
what's
it's
up?
worth, I think it's worth the call.
Yo, what's up? Sigourney Weaver worked, still getting millions in her sleep. Linda Hamilton, Kate Beckinsale did well. Underworld, Canary Black. This will be yours, girl. Bigger than $172,000 a year. We get that. No, without the
74,
Nancy Pelosi
74.
inside trading, you can make $20 million on the next movie. Just give a brother a holler. Let's get done with the politics, man.
All right, so AOC, that's your because I
offer.
couldn't get the people that I know that can get to you to get it to you.
Because
you just got
Kamala
it
did
from-
a bad job pretending to be you, waving her hands. You know, like I mean, it's just y'all didn't work. I mean, I know
Are you
y'all rehearsed it.
intentionally mispronouncing her name?
Yeah, I am. Kamala.
Say it right, please.
I don't have to say it. She lost.
I would love for you to say her name right.
You know what? You know what? Comedy. I spend time in India. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go to the careless state.
We're just talking about a
You
name.
don't want to go there about her
I think
mother.
it's dehumanizing.
Her mother with
And
MK
intentionally
Ultra.
mispronouncing someone's name.
Is it
No. What's your name?
Like if you call me
What's your name?
Naja, my name is pronounced Naja. So if I correct you on how to
how you
say my
spell
name,
it?
it's Naja.
And it's pronounced Naja.
Yes.
Naja.
Yes.
Naja. Okay? Which if I said Naja or Let's Giddy to you being from Nigeria, then you would be a queen there. So no one can ever mispronounce your name.
But you're not mispronouncing it because you have
Oh, but hold on.
an accent.
Kamala is also acceptable.
It doesn't.
It's not
She
because
said-
it's the
but
thing
she
that
did
people
say it.
do.
Do you want to
She
die?
said that?
She did
Do
say
you
on
want? Yeah, you
Interpersonal.
want to die on that hill?
No, but
I don't
she
want to
did.
die at all, and especially on a hill.
You want to die on the Kamala
I'm
Hill?
just at work. This is my
Do you
job.
want to die on? I wash my greens in the bathtub when you wash your ass. You want to die on that?
Not absolutely.
And looking as good as you.
There you
with
go
your
with that again.
Looking
He's
as
very flattering.
flawless
There you
as
go
you,
again.
as
Flattering.
a convincingly Naja ethnic woman who I assume is very black,
Very much from Memphis,
if not
Tennessee.
blackity black from Memphis,
Born and
P
raised in
Valley
Memphis,
level
Tennessee.
black. Where I played
Not
the
that
mayor,
level.
P Valley. You didn't see me on the mayor?
Oh my God.
That's me. You didn't even know it was me. Yeah,
How did
now
I
fix
not put
yourself.
that
Now fix yourself.
No, you need to fix how you
No,
say
you don't.
people's
Fix
names.
yourself.
That's all, brother. That's all
Fix
I need you to
yourself.
do.
You've been
Say
sitting here
the
talking to
woman's
Mayor
name
Ty
right.
damn ghetto ass Ruffman this whole time and let this Rick Owens fool you. And now she's sitting up there going, well, I be damned, that was him.
I like the show. I like the show. I did.
And the
love
show
it.
hasn't been ished since I left.
Are you going
And
back?
No. Then you know why they told me to leave? Why they killed
Because of your mouth.
No,
I could see
I
it.
called
Because your
her.
mouth gets you
I
on a
called
lot of
her.
stuff. Your mouth has cost you a lot of coins.
It
I would say about
does.
120 million. How
I ain't
many?
gonna shut up
You're not going to shut up?
because it's the truth.
It's your truth.
I'm gonna tell you, when I got shot.
It's
No,
your
hold
truth.
on.
Hold on.
What do you mean his
Hold on,
truth?
hold on, hold
The
on.
truth is
Hold
true.
The things that he's speaking, he's
hold on,
convicted
hold on.
and he believes.
I made my first $1 million selling drugs in the military and got shot.
Oh my God.
All right, I was doing more
What were
I
you
dirty.
didn't read that on
What
your
were you selling?
Wikipedia.
Further than Marcos, Thai weed, Thai stick weed, put it in like F4 Phantom, put it inside of the 370 tanks. I was making
Wait,
a
was
lot
this
of
a
money.
role
No,
that
it's
you
on
played?
Spotify. It's on Spotify. Isaiah Washington speaks again. You got it all. So when I almost died for being the most horrible human being, selling women's bodies for apples and paying them apples and chocolate in the Philippines, had I died, I should have gone straight to hell. So when I had repented and found new life, I swore I would never harm another human being and that I would never tell another lie. Now, I will lie by omission. But to directly lie
Is omitting lying, though?
play in your face.
I don't think you are a liar. I
So,
think you
if-
talk
if
too
I-
damn much.
Nah,
I think
it
your
can't.
mouth
You know
has gotten in the
why?
way of your coins and your economic power. You know how much more powerful one could be, like you said, with
What do you say?
acquiring money.
So you're will. Oh, so Naja,
And we just talked about
you're
this.
willing to edit your feelings and the truth for money.
Yes.
So you would take money by supporting a lie. If people are being harmed,
No, because you said no.
If women are being harmed on this set, so to keep your job on this show, if someone is harmed to get your coins, you're gonna say that's none of my business.
No, I would absolutely
Viewer
not say that.
discretion.
Because
no
we're not-
women are being harmed on
By
this
the way,
set.
I'm the only woman on the entire set, y'all. It's just me. So there's
You
that.
just said
So no.
if you talk less.
She's a hell not a woman.
Hold on,
You
hold on,
have
hold
a
on.
propensity
Hold
for
on.
making stories
Hold on.
and weaving things
Hold on,
together.
hold on.
Because nobody said that.
Hold on. You went from Mr. Washington, which I earned, to Isaiah, to me saying I talk too much, and you should have put a damn in there. And I still,
Did I
on
say
my
damn?
worst day, have more money than you. Still talking.
Well, you have more money than
I'm
me.
always talking because it's never about the money. It should be about the
Well, you
truth.
pursued a different career than I did. Like,
should
we're talking about
always-
economics.
it should just give you a
yes,
pro
Mr.
tip.
Isaiah Washington has more money right now than Naja
No,
Hall.
not really, but it doesn't
But no,
matter.
you said that.
But
So I don't
you
even see
said,
the point of you saying
said,
that. What's the point of you
replay
saying that?
if my coins are getting away because and she put a finger up there, your mouth, I can see right now, your mouth has got your coins.
Don't do that.
Your mouth.
Don't do that.
Your
Don't
mouth.
do that because you see I know what you're doing. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But hold
replay.
on. All right, time out.
Is this
No,
right?
George, don't
Has this-
time it out. Let's just keep
I
talking.
wanna ask
Because
something.
we're
Has
having
this
a
gone to
dialogue.
Blog TV?
What? So lying by omission I feel it's still lying. However, if something is compromised, like I've never sold women's bodies for apples and oranges. You did that shit.
Yeah.
I don't do things like that. I have a moral compass that's way different than you. That's really funny.
I was 19 years old.
Okay, you have way more money than me, but I have a way bigger moral compass than you.
No, I don't.
So I would never do no shit like that.
I got 16 tax liens, babe. I ain't got no more money than you.
Oh my God.
Right,
We're not gonna go there.
so we gotta think about it.
Counting.
So we gotta think
Hold
about
on, I gotta ask.
Counting.
This is just too much.
Counting.
Hold on. Miss I got 60 tax.
Look, tax evasion and tax avoidance are two different things.
Okay, all right.
Let's give it.
All right.
That's two different things.
Yeah, they are. No. Tax evasion and avoiding taxes are two different things.
You haven't been evading.
You are.
Nah, I
You're
just keep it
full
real.
of energy. No, let me ask you a question.
I can't start lying.
How
man.
important
start
is your family to you?
Everything.
Is that where you get every?
They're tracking me now.
Is that what
My daughter's tracking me all the
Yeah.
way from London. It's about my family, which I love and trust, that have suffered because of my mouth, but also knows that they would rather me to keep telling the truth than sit back and allow a lie to exist where it shouldn't. And I really believe that after all I've gone through, and exactly soon to be 20 years, I will be at the forefront of healing. I've already paid the price for speaking the truth. Diane Carroll paid the price. She's been blacklisted. Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, all right? Melvin Van Peebles, Ossie Davis, Ruby Dee.
These are people that you say paid
Sissy
the price.
Tyson, John Amos. Those were my people that said, I see you. And it's not going to be easy for you because you refuse to be obsequious.
I just want to prep you. We end a show with something called Two Truths and a Lie. You tell us the two truths and a lie. Don't tell us which one is the lie. We'll figure it out.
I'm hard about this
Statements.
because I don't even know. I'm sorry. I got a flood of things coming in my head, and I don't know which one to pick.
Keep it kiss. Keep it simple.
Keep it
stupid.
simple, stupid.
Yeah. Silly things.
Did he fart?
No, that was a chair.
Oh, okay.
You know if I can.
I've been wanting to fart.
No. There are two restrooms. There are two restrooms.
No, your pants have been on fire. Please do not sit on this stand
That's
far.
why y'all didn't see me. I tried to pull it and can mask that ish. You can look at the replay. I'm like, Jesus. Like, what's with the flatulence?
Oh God.
Jesus. No, that's a lie.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm extremely sensitive.
Okay.
And,
Two more statements. You're extremely sensitive is one.
I'm homophobic.
Okay. That's another statement.
I'm misogynistic.
Okay. So out of the three, so you give us three.
So no, we got to pick out the one lie. So that means one of those statements is true.
So two of them. Two of those statements are true. Oh, he's either. So
I mean, two of those
he's
statements.
sensitive, homophobic, and misogynistic. Now, which one of them is the lie?
I ain't getting in that one.
I'm getting in it. I'm
I'm
getting
not
in it.
getting in it.
Judge, this is going to challenge your track record.
So I'm gonna get in it because I've had interactions with him, and I'm gonna go and say the lie is that he is misogynistic. He is not a misogynist.
So he is,
A little homophobic, yes.
and he is.
We've
sensitive.
had this conversation.
Wait, I don't
I'm
think
gonna tell you why.
Okay, what?
I'm not afraid of homosexuals. I'm pissed that you stole $85 million from me, motherfucker. I'm not angry. I'm not scared of you. I want revenge.
I've had this conversation.
Okay,
You know where I was
okay.
going.
His definition of homophobia is
He's like, there's one
I'm
person.
not afraid of gay men. That's
Right.
the joke.
Okay,
So,
okay.
angry.
Okay.
Look, Isaiah, this has been amazing
Oh,
to have
yeah.
It's
you.
a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
This was great. Okay. I need several drinks. Barone, please call the bar downstairs.
Yeah.
This was a lot.
On deck.
It was.
That was a lot.
I agree.
Why? Why can't you take anything nice? Why did you have to take all the nice things we get and just ruffle it up? You just couldn't hold yourself.
He was mispronouncing names intentionally.
who cares?
That is
Kamala, Mamala,
that's
Shmamala.
incredibly disrespectful.
Okay.
He said he had more money than me. Duh, you're older than me, 20 years older than me. You've been in Hollywood all this time. You should have. You've been on Earth longer.
We can't bring nothing nice to you.
Was he nice?
I mean, it was nice. It was like we had Isaiah Washington. So
I
like,
don't dislike him. I actually find him very human. I find him extremely passionate.
I love the guy. I was just entertained the whole time.
I can't say he's a bad guy.
Let me say something. It was fun.
Yeah.
I definitely got to give closure for people who like Grey's Anatomy, even though you were so bothered by the fact that I was doing that. So for all of you that listen and appreciate Grey's Anatomy, you're welcome.
Okay.
Quite frankly, my best bit, my favorite bit of today, of this episode, was just you and him literally going at it. And I was just like, can I cut in? No, you can't cut in. I'm like, oh,
It's like,
can't.
don't interrupt me, George. You gotta wait just a damn minute.
You totally showed your colors today. You were definitely Naja-ing the house down, by the way.
I'll be on my best behavior going forward.
Oh, no, girl. Talk your shit. That's what we want.
We're here to talk.
No,
We're here to
bring
talk.
it.
We're here to bring
look,
it.
this was just another amazing episode of Pants on Fire.